it's Miss Lamont, Miss Bowman again, and guess what? We are going to read a story about two of my favorite things, football and water. Here we go. The Bulldogs. Let's think about that. The Bulldogs. Bulldogs. When I see Bulldogs, I don't think about football and water. Do you, Miss Bowman?
No, I don't.
Here we go. Barry was a football player. He was the quarterback. I like the quarterback, Peyton Manning. He's my favorite quarterback, best quarterback of all time. All right, so Barry was a football player. He was the quarterback on the Newburgh Lions. The team was not doing so well. All of their players had been tired because of the heat wave in town. Wonder if that has anything to do with our heat transfer.
Maybe it does. There's a connection.
They lived in California, and that year it was a serious drought. There was no water in town. Oh, look at that, drought. And then they told me exactly what it was. Drought, there was no water. No water means a drought. All right, this was bad for football because football players, they need their water. Now, when they were practicing in the heat, the players would sweat out all the water in their bodies. That summer, they could only have a little drinking water at practice. "We need to get more water, Coach," yelled Oscar, the running back. "If I don't have my water, I won't be able to run the ball." "Same goes for me, Coach," said Fritz, the nose tackle. "If I'm not hydrated, I can't break a tackle, and I absolutely won't be able to sack the other team's quarterback." The whole team agreed. No water, no football. Uh-oh. No water, no football? Oh, Lord, that doesn't sound very good.
Gotta be hydrated.
All right, guys, let's go on and find out what Coach is going to tell them. What do you think Coach is going to tell them? All right. So, let me make sure I've got the paragraph in. Pull it down a little bit. All right. So, oops, I still got a little bit. Maybe pull it down a little bit more. Coach Merriman. All right. Coach Merriman, who looked like a mean old bulldog, put up his hand, I'm sorry. Ooh, he looked like a bulldog. Bulldogs are kind of mean. A mean old bulldog. I know some old football coaches that act like that. Y'all heard of Mr. Sabdo? He acts like that. He a mean old bulldog. So Coach Merriman, who looked like a mean old bulldog, put up his hand. The room immediately fell silent. "I know this is tough," he said. "It's been a hard season, and you all have worked hard. Tomorrow, we face our rivals, the Old Town Otters. We've lost to them the past 3 years. But tomorrow, we will get our victory." "But how can we do it without any water?" asked Barry. "You leave that to me, son. You leave that to me." Barry lived on the edge of Newburgh and Old Town. There was a water tower in Old Town. It was the water tower that went to the entire city. It was for all the houses and the hospitals and all the schools. It was a tough summer, and both Newburgh and Old Town had to limit their water. If someone took too much, then no one would have enough. One night, Barry was out walking his Bulldog Rex. He always walked the same path, which went around the water tower. It was dark by the time they reached the green tower when Barry saw Coach Merriman's truck. There were barrels of water in it. Barry was suspicious.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Let's think. Let's make some predictions about why would
inferences there?
I think you can. Why was Coach's truck at the water tower? And he had some barrels in it. What do you think he was doing with them barrels? You think he's burning trash in them barrels?
He was at the water tower though.
Oh, why would you? Yeah.
The water tower, trash.
No, maybe.
I can't make that inference.
I don't know. You think he's putting water in them barrels?
Ooh, could he be taking the water for the football players?
Oh. Let's find out what's going to go on next. Here we go. All right. He tied his bulldog to a post on the road and went to investigate. To his surprise, he saw what looked like another bulldog. It was Coach Merriman. He was stealing the water from the Old Town water tower. What are you doing here? Is this what you meant by leave that to me? Asked Barry. Coach Merriman was shocked and barked when he heard a voice. I'm walking my bulldog, but I should ask you the same. What are you doing here? Said Coach Merriman. Coach Merriman knew he was guilty and caught. Look, son, if I don't steal this water, then we are going to lose the game. Do you want to win or not? Coach Merriman asked with a guilty smile. Barry thought for a moment. He wanted to win, but stealing was wrong. He did not want to let down his team, but he did not want the people of Old Town to suffer either. Coach, if you don't give this water back, then you just lost a quarterback. Coach Merriman turned his smile upside down. He couldn't believe Barry would turn himself around. I don't know how I could live with myself, Barry said. We're only playing a game, but Old Town needs that water. I'll play for you. I'll give it my best, but not as long as we are stealing water. Make your choice. Barry didn't end up playing that game. The Newburgh Lions ended up beating the Old Town Otters. Barry was never happier because he knew deep down that he was true to himself. His friends forgave him, the right ones anyway. He never forgot that on that fateful night, he chose the right bulldog.